Let's go Vegas Impact for this NFL game we saw tonight, Dylan. The Monday Night Football affair between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Plenty of opportunities to make a little bit of money. The total on the game this evening was set at 43. It moved up 3.5 points over the course of the week, settling at 46.5 before kickoff, and that was still way too conservative. With just 10 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third quarter tonight, the game hit the over. The team scoring 7 touchdowns in the first 12 possessions of the game. Dylan, when you see a line move like this, do you try and go with it? I mean, that's a field goal plus that it moved, thinking the offense was going to be the thing. And certainly the bettors who moved it that way were onto something.
I always do. I know people. I've talked to Tim Doyle. Tim Doyle likes to go the opposite of line movements because he wants to be the salmon swimming upstream from the betting masses.
Right.
I'm the opposite. I've found in looking at line movements, so often the way the line moves is the way the result moves. I don't know why that is. Yes, to answer your question that you're thinking in your head, does it make me a little dubious of what the hell's going on in the grand scheme of sports? That how come the line movements always seem to suggest what winds up happening? What rich bastard is sitting there saying, I'll put 10,000 on the over, and then all of a sudden, because it's not my little $20 bets, it's big money bets that are moving this stuff. What do big money people who are people of power know that are moving these lines, or so many little people moving these lines? You don't know. Maybe it's just diving inside the numbers and the line movement stuff. You look at one side, it says this. You look at one side, it says that. But in general, when I see a big line movement, to me it says that there's some late wisdom. Someone knows something about, hey, Garrett's going to play the starters a lot, and they're opening up the playbook. There is going to be nothing conservative about this. Just hear you me. No, all of a sudden, someone of some influence hears that and says, well, screw it. I like Dallas's offense. I like the fact that Detroit's in a position of desperation. There's going to be a lot of points. I'll go over. Enough people do it, and it moves the line. Whatever it is in a line movement, I tend to follow it. And if I'm aware of something of this significance, anything really over 2 points for me in a football game, one way or another, on a total, on a point spread, if you're talking, or if a line moves completely, if you've got, let's just say Detroit was -1, and that goes to Cowboys -1.5. If it flips from one to another, it's only a 2.5 point line movement, but it goes from one team to another, I'd go with it.
Yep.
I tend to go with it. It tends to work. Not every time. It's not foolproof, but it tends to work, and it worked tonight.
Worked tonight. Dallas not only beating the spread there, but also helping with their 42 points, 41 points.
Almost got it on their own.
Almost got it on their own, hitting the over there. But a lot of offense down in Big D between the Lions and the Cowboys.